Hey, man. Hey, it is Wednesday. Actually, it's Thursday morning, um, November 6th. And I decided very, very suddenly that I wanted to do a very quick upgrade on my Tull 12-inch collection. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start right now and not waste a lot of time like I normally do. And what I'm showing you here first is this is a relatively newer repress. It's on the blue chrysalis label, but the Tull catalog was taken care of. It was treated pretty well because even though this is a relatively new pressing, when I bought it, I was in high school, so it's probably from 1975, 76. But it's a gatefold. It's still in a gatefold sleeve, so it's kind of nice, right? So it's just a blue label. It's not the green chrysalis label. I wish it was an island pressing from the UK, but no such luck. So anyway, it's in beautiful condition, and it's the one that I have. So here is Stand Up. Now, Stand Up, I really love This Was, but Stand Up is such a great album. This happens to be a green chrysalis label, and is in, obviously it's not in a, it's not a first pressing. It wouldn't be on the green chrysalis label, but it's an earlier repress anyway, and in beautiful condition. It is absolutely marvelous, I like to say, because it's in such great condition. And why is that? Because I take care of these records. So anyway, on the green chrysalis label, and of course, does it? Why, it certainly does. It stands right the hell up. Yeah, you can hang out with your friends, all four of them. And beautiful, a beautiful albums, and really, the cover itself is no real ring wear or anything. Yeah, it's in really great shape because I take care of them. That's what I do. Right? That's why they're in polyline sleeves most of the time anyway. Here you got a little green chrysalis sticker on the back. I have no idea why that's there. Oh, distributed by Chrysalis. Well, anyway, it's in great condition. I love it. I love the album. It's just so much good. This is just a great. This is a great album. No track listing. We don't have to go through the track listing. If you're watching, you're familiar with Tull. You probably know. Here is a more recent pressing, the Steven Wilson 2016 mix. And beautiful. What does it say? Parlophone? Yeah, it says Parlophone Records Limited. A Warner Music Group company. And what else? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, made in Germany. And okay. So this is awesome. This comes with the same stand-up gimmicky inside, which everyone, of course, if you're a Tull fan, you're aware of the second album's gimmick, and it's beautiful. And this is a beautiful release. Comes with this beautiful book, a lot of information that you would find in the CD, the deluxe CD box set that they've released for all the albums up to Broadsword and the Beast. I think they're beyond that now, actually. Oh yeah, they did Living in the Past, which I haven't picked that up yet. But anyway, nice how they made it kind of resemble the oh, my wife's been drinking. Oh, what a party. So they kind of make it resemble the UK island pressing with the pink label, but it does say Chrysalis on it. Oh, I have another glass of wine, dear. That's funny. I'm pretty sure that leaked right into this room. Here, hold on a second. This is sticking out, and can't have that. Can't have that. This was nice because that came with a polyline sleeve, and as they all damn well should. So you don't have to spend an extra $12 to pick up a 50 pack or whatever the hell it is these days. But you know that I do that because that's what I do. So here, anyway, here to stand up the 2016 Steven Wilson remix. Awesome. And then there's this London Calling release, live in Sweden, 69. All right. So, of course, it's 69. It's with Martin Barr. Here's the back of the sleeve. And here's the record. I just couldn't resist this marbly green vinyl. Pretty cool. Right, you see that that custom label, and here's the B-side label, which gives you the track listing for both sides. If you can see it, if you can read it. All right, cool. So I believe I said in the past that the mix is a little wonky. But you do get to hear what's going on. It's just a wonky mix, man. There's no question about it. Then you get this insert that I don't even think I've read this insert yet because I just don't ever get to it. I'm so busy collecting. I just neglect to bother to follow up and then read all this stuff. Oh, I read the hype sticker, sure. So, but anyway, kind of a neat item to have. It's certainly cool because it's that cool green marble finish, but it would be nice if the mix wasn't so wonky. Maybe it was the engineer's fault. I have no idea what happened. But anyway, right? See? Right? And here's Benefit, their third proper studio album. This is a domestic pressing like the other two, the first and the second. This is on Reprise, on that beautiful orange label. So you know it's an early pressing. It is a great album. With You That Help Me, Nothing to Say, Inside, Sun, for Michael Collins, Jeffrey Me. That's a great that's just a great song. To Cry You a Song, A Time for Everything. Teacher, of course, Playing Time. And Saucity, You're a Woman. Yes, you are. Saucity, You're a Woman. Hey now. Yeah, I used to be a Howard Stern fan. Something happened. Beautiful. Beautiful. And no real ring wear on this album cover either. They've traveled up and down the coast, but no real ring wear. Because I take care of them, huh? I'm going to turn this on. Okay, hold on a minute. All right. It's good to have a ceiling fan, but man, it's warm in here. You know what? Here, hold on a second. Let's do this. Okay, and then let's do this. Where's that moon out there? It's supposed to be huge. It's too late. I can't see it. All right. Sorry about that. Let's take a quick break. Iced tea. With Frank Zappa, it was coffee and cigarettes. Me, it's iced tea. Right? It's a little damp on the outside of that bottle, so. But anyway, we're done with that. And now, Aqualung. Right? The legendary super fourth album that kind of changed everything. Really put them on the map. I mean, the first three albums are really great records. There's no question about it. But this one really just off the charts, you know, obviously. This is an early reprise pressing. Oh, I do see a little mark on it. How about that? Never noticed that before. Yeah, a little one right here. But anyway, it's certainly doesn't stand out unless you really look for it, I suppose. Here is this awesome gatefold pressing. It is still in incredible shape, even with that little mark on the front that I just discovered. This thing is in incredible condition. The inside painting. Of course, the artist finally got compensated for this, so I'm hoping everybody's happy. And there it is. It's no lined inner sleeve. But here you can see. Here you can see it's an absolutely pristine condition. I mean, it really is. You don't hear anything but the music on here. There's no pops. There's no real wear. Oops. Look at that. See? Sloppy. All right. It's got that old English font on the label, on both sides, of course. And it's just in beautiful condition. Beautiful condition. except for that little, it's like a little spot where it just kind of wore down. Oh, hey, look at this. Now, I don't know if I showed this before, but I pressed a bunch of these a long time ago, and I cut it into a size where you can fold it in 4 ways, and it fits in your CD case. If you have an old CD pressing of the album, and it doesn't have a decent booklet, which early copies I don't think did. So I don't know, it's just something that I used to do. I just was obsessed, and I had the equipment available, so I took advantage of that. At any rate, this is a really awesome piece right here in my collection. But wait just one cotton picking minute. Here is a first pressing of a British copy on Island Records. It's on Chrysalis, but distributed by Island, really is what I should say. But it has the Island catalog number, ILPS 9145, and there it is on the back. There it is right there. And it is in absolute pristine condition. This is absolutely beautiful. I mean, really beautiful. Textured sleeve in beautiful condition. Nice insert. I love the cardboard inserts that you get with British pressings in most instances. Here it is, right, Chrysalis. But if you look at the top of the label, you can see the Island right? See, it says Island Records. See that big I at the top? Well, there you go. That's it. That's what tells you it's a first pressing, distributed by Island. And of course, I keep it in a polyline sleeve, which you're supposed to do. And here's the inner sleeve, aqualung, and my God. So there you go, man. It remains in incredible condition. Very, very little, if any, wear and tear at all on this thing. And there it goes, back in this sleeve to protect it. So, but I love, it's funny because I had this for so long I didn't even realize what I had until I was looking at Discogs and I saw it was an actual first pressing. Just blew my mind. It was like, cool. All right. So, all right. Here's a domestic pressing of Living in the Past. I actually had 2 of these. Actually, I think I might still have 2 of these. I just sold a bunch. Anyway, I'm not taking it out of this plastic. You know, this is a domestic pressing. Got the 2 albums there are in near mint condition, beautiful condition. And rather than play with that, I'll move on to this bootleg of My God. I just sold a bunch of Who bootlegs that I didn't really want to keep. There you go. My God. Look it up, man. There's a zillion different pressings of that album. Pretty good sound quality. Here is an early pressing of Thick as a Brick. Is a British pressing, but it's on the blue label. It has the newspaper. You can see it if you look. Oh, you can see it, right? See, the newspaper. This folds down, and okay, you can find out what the weather is that day that you bought it. And but it does have a blue label, and there are a few pops and ticks. I remember listening to this many times, and there's a couple of spots where it's like pops and ticks. Not due to my treatment of the damn record. It was, they were there in the first place. Shoddy pressing, I guess. I don't know. So I didn't do anything about it. I still have it. But I love that it is a British pressing, and it, even though it's on the blue label, and it does have the newspaper. And that newspaper is in pretty, I keep that in pretty good condition. So it doesn't really look like a real newspaper. Here's the Steven Wilson 2012 remix, of course. And this is awesome. Beautiful, comes with a book, gatefold, you know, a book, not a newspaper though. They didn't do that with this, which is fine. And then there's a passion play. This is a domestic pressing on the green chrysalis label with the program intact. All right, and in absolutely beautiful condition. Yeah, see, green label, huh? Right there you go. Yeah, this is in really good shape, man. And I'm glad to have this original mix in really good condition. You know, this is one of my favorite Tull albums, and it might be one of my favorite albums by any artist at all in this entire room. I'd say it's probably in my top 5. Consistently sits in my top 5. I love this album, and I love having an original pressing, an original mix, and an original stereo recording of it here in this little package. That's important to me, because I do have this, which is awesome. This is really great because you get this booklet. You know, it's got the same information as the CD box set, of course, and it does contain the extra piece of music that was included, that was found at the end of the tape reel when Steven Wilson was messing around with it, and that's included in here. And it's got a neat little, you know what? I don't want to take it out. It's got a nice custom label. It's got the lady on the label. It's kind of cool. Anyway, what year was this done? What year was it? 2014. Yeah. Cool. All right. And then you got a much more recent release I picked this up, a double album set. The Chateau de Hérouville sessions from 1972. So this is like, this actually preceded Passion Play. And I wanted this, a vinyl release of this material. Pretty cool. There's some slightly different mixes from the old CD, that 2 CD set that was released a long time ago, years and years ago. But anyway, this is nice. I was happy to play this, man, and in beautiful shape. I believe this comes with a nice booklet too. Feels like it anyway. And then there's War Child. Now this is probably the one that's most beat up, but the album, I mean, the cover's got a little bit of ring wear, and you can see it at the top there, but the album's in great shape. Green chrysalis pressing, an early pressing really, with the inner sleeve. And then War Child 2, again, another recent release. This includes lots of outtakes, and I think it also includes the includes the 2 bonus tracks from MU, the Best of Tull, and then Repeat. There was a single extra track that was originally not released, and they stuck it on those greatest hits records, so they put it on here. Each of those tracks are on here, which is nice, even though I have both those albums. Here is A Minstrel in the Gallery. This is kind of sometimes an overlooked gem in the Jethro Tull catalog, and I think that I'm probably guilty of overlooking it as well. It's weird because here you see just the cover, you see it in the proper context, right side up, or you know, and then here you got to flip it over and it's still right side up. So you flip it this way. I don't know why they did that. But they did. This happens to be a Canadian pressing, so maybe they only did it with Canadian pressings, or maybe British and Canadian pressings. I don't know. It's on the green chrysalis label as well, and I'm not going to pull it out. What's the point? It does come with the original inner sleeve, which has the lyrics and all that great stuff. Really creeping along slowly here. I'm sorry. That's better. Here's MU, the Best of Tull. I got 2 copies of the little poster that comes with it. Oh, the one thing. You know what? Here, I'm going to show you this because I'm proud of this. I did forget to pull this out. Check out what I have in here. Is it in here? Yes. Look at this. Check this out, huh? Yeah, I have to show this. All right, freaking promotional poster, chrysalis poster. All right, the corners are a little worn. My brother posted this up. My brother was the big Tull fan. He's the one who got me into this mess, and and so the corners have little tack holes in them. But overall, This sucker's in really good condition. So there you go. And I'm digging having it. My brother stopped collecting records years ago. So I sort of ended up with much of his inventory. Not all of it, but most of it. And so there you go. And I just keep this inside the inner sleeve to try to keep it protected. And let's put it away. Yeah, Minstrel in the Gallery. Yeah, this is definitely overdue for an afternoon spin, or maybe a late night spin. Probably better in the afternoon when I can crank it up a little bit, because it's got a lot of quiet parts and I want to hear those too. Oops, let's do this again. All right, Minstrel in the Gallery, cool. All right, so, and then of course I got MU, the Best of Tull. This has I think it's Glory Row is on this one. Batman, Rainbow Blues. Oops, my mistake. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is MU. It has Rainbow Blues. Oh, here is Too Old to Rock and Roll, Too Young to Die. This is a domestic pressing on Chrysalis. Yeah. And I learned from my buddy, I think it was Eric. Was it Eric? Eric Hamilton? Here is the TV special edition. Too Old to Rock and Roll, Too Young to Die. It's a different mix. It's very different actually from the actual original LP, which of course I have that down here. So, but then there's this, and it comes with a nice booklet as well. It's this 1976 TV soundtrack remixed to stereo by Steven Wilson. So there you go. And I remember when I got this and I pulled it out and I played it and I thought, that's pretty cool. And it was cool. It's pretty cool. Here's Repeat, the best of. Glory Row is the last track on side 2, previously unreleased. And I think this has, oh no, it's on MU. It's got a slightly different alternate mix of Aqualung. Didn't ever mention that. Yeah. It's right at the beginning of the song. I think that's the only part that's different actually. Here is Songs from the Wood. You can see it's a cutout. I remember when this came out and I absolutely loved it. I don't know what happened to my attitude about this album, but it's changed over time. It's not, yeah, I should probably pull it out now. I mean, it's kind of like a fall, like an autumn album. Look at all the dead leaves. And, you know, it does, yeah, it's kind of autumn-like. Yeah, I should probably play this soon. I used to love it. When it first came out, I absolutely loved it. And there are still a couple of tracks on there that are just amazing. But, you know, sometimes your attitude changes and what can you do? So, domestic pressing with a cut corner. Not the best condition, but still pretty clean and still very little ring wear, which I find upsetting. All right, so then Bursting Out was released, and this is actually a 3-record set. This is a re-release in an expanded version of the album. and I love having this. This was great to listen back to several months ago when I picked this up. I got a chance to crank it up, and it is awesome. And you know, I forgot how damn good this album is. It's a really good record, a really good live document of Tull back in the late 70s. So there's that. Then there's Stormwatch, domestic pressing, nothing special about it. Not a big fan of Stormwatch. Maybe you've noticed that I skipped right past Heavy Horses, which I don't really care for. And I've literally tried to crank up the CD and listen to the CD, and maybe it's the CD, maybe that's the problem. So I went and got the box set, and it's just not doing it for me at all. It just doesn't. The title track I find just abominable. I think it's awful. It's Ian Anderson and the band treading water. Heavy Horses, all right? Stormwatch is not much better in my opinion. And I tried, I really tried. I checked this out, and I tried. It just doesn't really work for me at all. And I really tried. You could see I really tried because I picked this up. Right? A needle on a spiral and a groove. Why are you... I don't know what that means. Like, I know what it means, but why is that a point to make on the cover? I don't know. Here are the tracks on this particular release, if you want to see. You know, Stormwatch 2, right? Stormwatch 2. And wait a minute, I'll go ahead and pull these out. I'll pull these out. I'm not afraid to pull these out. Look, 2 10-inch records. Hey, look, a bonus for tonight. 2 10-inch records. Jethro Tull, Wormsporan, Home, King Henry's Magical, Dunringill, early version, and Elegy. Right? North Sea Oil, I forgot that. North Sea Oil was the first track. Just the 3 tracks on each side. This is kind of neat. You know, it's a 10-inch record. Because these are kind of like oddball, I love them. So here it is with the blue label. I think these were record store day releases, if I'm not correct. I mean, if I am correct, if I'm right, hey, if I'm right, they were. If I'm wrong, they weren't. What is it about that? So there you go. But I think I'm right. I think these were record store day releases, and I think I actually picked them up, not from record store day, but I think I just ordered them online, and I think these came through Discogs. That's usually the way I go with picking stuff up. Although I have picked up some eBay stuff recently. Yeah, but here you go. There's this, right? All right. So there's this one 10-inch record, and then there's this one. Moths. Actually, I think that this might be, yeah, this is definitely record store day exclusive. I think that Moths was on Heavy Horses, if I'm not mistaken. And so, look at him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think this was Heavy Horses, if I'm not mistaken. But it's got A Stitch in Time and Life is a Long Song, and Life's a Long Song. Right. Here is a dark blue chrysalis label, right? See? So, 2. I know it looks like I'm gonna drop it, right? Whoa! But I know what I'm doing. Hey, if you're not a professional, don't try this at home. You have been warned. Cool. Moths. Thankfully, I don't have that problem here. All right, so here is a Record Store Day release, and I guess I'll put it there like that, and then let's just move on. And now we're getting to some cool items that I like, that I'm glad that I scored. This is A, as you can see, and this is a British pressing in beautiful, absolutely beautiful condition. Here, I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and show you. Here's the back, right? Yeah, see? Yeah, you see? Yeah. Came with the lyric insert, or inner bag, as they call it sometimes in England. The inner bag has the lyrics. I love the condition. It's just in beautiful shape. I mean, what that tells me is that whoever owned this, it probably didn't play it much. Sometimes that's what happens. And then if you're looking for a decent copy, look online, and sometimes you're lucky. Well, I was very lucky. The album itself is in incredible condition. It is crisp and clean, with the slightly customized labels with the A, right? That was supposed to be a solo album, and something happened. It became a Jethro Tull record. All new cast, by the way. You know, no more Barrymore Barlow. Very sad how he got rid of everybody, but he did. Anyway, let's get in here. What do you say? There you go. Okay. Even the spine is very, very clear and clean. Beautiful. Is it upside down? No, it's not upside down. Anyway, so this is my copy of A on vinyl. British, beautiful British pressing, which is usually what I like to go for. Next, I think I went a little bit out of order here. Did I? Yeah, sure did. Here, let me fix that. I oughta. And I looked through this stuff earlier. All right, it's cool. Here is album from 1982, Broadsword and the Beast. Nice. This is actually a Swedish pressing. And it's really just a regular, slightly different look to it. That label, the blue chrysalis label. I really wanted a British copy. I think that the writing is the fonts they use are a little bit more custom. In Sweden, they didn't bother. It did come with a lyric insert. So that's nice. Definitely not one of my favorite albums, even though, if I'm not mistaken, again, Tull won Best Album over, I can't remember who it was. Some stupid heavy metal band. I can't remember them. Who cares? Anyway, Broadsword and the Beast. I have listened to it, and I'm like, it's all right. It's okay. All right. Great condition. Here's a new one. Here, Ian decided he was going to record an album, and 1983 he released this one, Walk Into Light. This is a UK pressing. Oops, lit a corner. Let's see. Sometimes, you know, they get bumped up, but what are you gonna do? It's a little mushed. I'm not concerned about it. I don't think it's an album that I will be listening to a lot anyway, but it is an album that I have with the inserts, with the lyric insert. This has some marks on them. I don't know what those marks are. They don't bother me at all. Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. And here it is on the blue. Looks kind of like a European pressing, but oh yeah, maybe it is a German pressing. Yeah, I think this might be German. If you look at it carefully, you can probably see. But anyway, that's kind of a custom label, which I definitely dig. And really clean. This album is in really good condition. Great condition. It's very quiet. It's just that I'm not real fond of the music. I wonder what that line is going across that label. See that line going across the label? Not sure what that is. It's not on this side. But, all right, anyway, kind of cool. Side 2. It's got an extra bit of artwork on it. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I picked this up because it was a gap in my collection. This was one of the last things I got, actually. A while ago, anyway. But you know, maybe the corners, that left-hand corner is a little bit smushed. That doesn't bother me at all. I mean, something like that, especially on an album that I'm not all that keen on anyway. It's to fill a gap, and one day I'll pull it out and play the whole thing. I played some of it, and it sounded great, but I lost interest, and so off the turntable it went. So that's what happens when the music doesn't grab me. I'm sure that everybody else out there is the same way, right? And then I scored this. Yeah, that's probably German. This is a UK pressing, and of course, Okay, pressings are what I like. It's got that little sticker down there, and I'm not going to worry about it. I was actually going to try to pull that sticker off, and I'm just not going to bother. The cover itself, other than that sticker, is in really good condition. The corners have some wear. Don't bother me so much, but it is a textured sleeve. Maybe you can see it. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see that. That's a textured sleeve, and it's nice and clean. No real ring wear, just some wear along the edge of the album cover. Here's the inner bag in beautiful condition. Not a card. Oh, it is actually. Heavy paper anyway. You know, one thing I did not do is put this in. A lined sleeve. All right, so here's your custom A label, custom B label with all the information on both sides of the record. And so what I need to do one day is clean it and crank it up and really listen to it. I don't think I listened to this one at all yet. This stupid sticker on the bottom of the thing. Yeah, somebody had to put a sticker on it, and so and there is a little bit of wear. Not ring wear, but just wear, you know. Anyway, I've had this long before the album, and this actually has, yeah, you can see where there was a sticker, a price sticker, and there's a little bit of a mark there. And that is the worst thing you got here, except it's completely wrinkled. Nah, it's not. It just looks that way. That's part of the design of the sleeve. But anyway, this has Lap of Luxury, and then 3 other tracks: Autonomy on side 1, and then side 2 has Automotive Engineering and Tundra. They are on the CD, but they were not on the vinyl album release. So, all right, see what I'm saying? See? All right, this will go back in here, and one day we'll cut the corners off the damn polyline sleeve. These shitty polyline sleeves with those really weird marks suffer from some very bad gluing, which pisses me off. All right, but what are you gonna do? If you're me, you're gonna bitch about it for a minute on camera. That's what I do. All right, let's take a break. Some of my more favorite pieces are actually coming up right now. Here's one of them. Crest of a Knave. All right, now Crest of a Knave, again, sometimes the material is not of, you know, it doesn't really suit me. It's not really to my taste. But holy crap, a beautiful British pressing in absolutely amazing, I would say near mint condition. That's what I will say to play it safe, but it is in really beautiful condition. Here's the inner bag the lyrics for side 1. The lyrics for side 2, it is, like I said, in near mint condition. And how nice that at this point in time, Chrysalis decided to switch to these newer, really neat purplish, white and purple Chrysalis labels, which I think are awesome. So this is beautiful British pressing. Like, wow. Is that nice or what, man? And flip it over, and here's side 2. And it is awesome. The record itself is in really, really mint shape. You know, if you're gonna score a later album by the band, how nice to get a beautiful, beautiful mint, near mint shape, I'll say again, British pressing, complete with the inner bag, the inner sleeve, and no marks on it at all. It actually looks like it's a textured, again, like a textured sleeve with totally different kind of texture. It's like, I don't know. It's cool, man. I love it. I love it. If I love the music more, that would be nice. I just think I need to spin it maybe again very soon. Check it out further. But wow. Cool. And now, check this out. This is Tull X3, a 12-inch single from the same album. As you can see, I mean, you know, and Steel Monkey is the A-side track. And what does it say in the bottom? Why, oh, and 3 previously unreleased tracks. Well, as soon as I see that, I go, I need to find out what those songs sound like. Never mind, I'm not all that into the album. Let's check out the outtakes that are supposed to be even worse, right? Well, I don't care. You got Steel Monkey, Down at the End of Your Road, Too Many Two, and I'm Your Gun. That's the track listing. You know, the two songs on side 1 and 2 songs on side 2. But Down at the End of Your Road is a B-side. That's on the B-side of the 7-inch American single, probably the same as with the UK single, 7-inch. Too Many Two, you flip it over on side B, you get Too Many Two and I'm Your Gun. So that's this, right? And when you pull it out, and mint as can be. It is absolutely mint. Yeah, that's side 2. Here you go. Here's side A. These I played. I didn't waste any time. When I got them, I played them. I wanted to know if there was any defects. There were none. There were none at all. It played beautifully. No pops, no ticks, no skips, no crap. Just brilliant sound. It's a 45, so I mean, you know, it's going to probably sound better than the album. All I'm saying is, look at the sleeve. It is beautiful. It's no wrinkles or tears or not even any real stickers. Yeah, no stickers. Oh, yeah, made in England. They always want to let you know that it was made in England. Okay, fine. That's okay. Those stickers don't bother me. So anyway, there's the first single from that album, the first British single. Here's the second 12-inch single from that same album. Said She Was a Dancer. And that's side A. Side B has Dogs in Midwinter and The Waking Edge. 2 more unreleased tracks right there. Both of those are non-album tracks on side B. And again, with a mint sleeve. Mint. All right, near mint, just in case. Said She Was a Dancer, right? Side A. It's only a 3-track EP, not a 4-track EP. But you know, and with with those beautiful new labels, it's just this. It makes this perfect 3 12-inch record set. I love it. I love it. Tull X4. So there you go. Tull X4. Let's just put this away carefully. And now, of course, here's the LP box set. This is a domestic pressing of the 5 LP box set. All right, I've opened this up and showed it off in a previous video, so really not much to show you there. It's in mint condition. I've hardly played it because not too long after I picked this up, after this came out actually, I picked up a CD player. And so I bought the CD box set. And of course that's 3 CDs and it's a whole different package, and well, whatever. Anyway, here is the album, the next proper studio album. What was it? Rock Island. Rock Island. It suffered from a couple of problems. When I received it, it had this nasty split at the top. But when you look at it head on, you don't really notice the split too much. So splits don't bother me all that much. You know, it's not the best thing to happen, but it doesn't bother me too much. When you pull out the record, the label looks real good. Okay, and it did come with the proper insert, also in really great shape. Just a split on the album cover makes that album cover kind of like whatever. But the other problem I have is on side A, there is a defect in the 4th song, Undressed to Kill. There's a speck that you can actually see it. It's a white speck. There it is. See it? That white speck? The lower right, the lower, to me it's on the lower right. Maybe it's on the lower left to you. Really obvious. And when I tried to clean that up, it did not come off. And I worked for a while on that stupid thing, but it's actually a speck. The needle plays right over it, but you get this big pop. And so rather than send it, I mean, everything else about this package was really nice. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna live with that for now. Of course, except for the split. Everything else about the package, except for the split, was fine. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna live with this for now. It's not my favorite album by Tull anyway. So why worry about it all that much? You know, I have to say, I do like the material. I think a little bit more than the Broadsword or the last album. I think I like this. I think I like the music on here a little bit more. I don't know what it is about it. It just it connects with me better. The other thing I want to show are these awesome 12-inch singles again from Rock Island, another Christmas song. That's got, it's another 4-track EP actually. Another Christmas song, and then intro and a Christmas song, a dressing room tape recorded live in Zurich. There's a couple of those on here. Then there's Cheap Day Return and Mother Goose. It was just Ian Anderson. I think just an acoustic track. And then the outro and Locomotive Breath. Both tracks from the dressing room tape recorded live in Zurich. So I don't think that was an album. I think that these are just tracks that he recorded backstage in Zurich. But look at this beautiful record. I mean, this beautiful cover. It's in beautiful condition. It's Tull X5, right? So I have 3, 4, and 5. Again, it is crystal clear. It's clean as could be. It is. If you're gonna buy a 12-inch 45, you couldn't find a better, cleaner copy, I don't think, than what I'm finding here. And here is a polyline sleeve. I actually made it. It was a regular sleeve, and I have these polylined, kind of like Japanese type, they look like a U on the bottom. And I just glued it in there. You can actually even see where the marks are, where the glue marks are. So, but oh my God, beautiful condition. I even trimmed those corners just a bit to make it easier to get it in there. There's the slightest edge mark, but oh my God, I think this is this is a beautiful shape. And then next, Rocks on the Road, and this is a picture disc. So here's, you know, I really hate these thick plastic sleeves. They are bad for your albums. They're bad for your records, man. So I did put the record in a polyline sleeve to protect it. And at least there is a big piece of cardboard in there for one side. All right, here, let me pull this out. I'll show it. The record itself is actually in really, it's clean. It sounds fine. It doesn't sound like that stupid plastic. The gases from the plastic are taking its toll, but here you go. Rocks on the Road. And then this has some more of those Zurich acoustic musical tracks. Jacqueline on B1, on the side B, Jacqueline, and then Aqualung and Locomotive Breath. So let's just put it back. Tull X7. And then, look, we're almost done. Jethro Tull, Catfish Rising. This came out when I was down in Richmond, and I found it back in 1991, and I found it in a record store, and I said, you know what, I'm going to get this. Because when I see a sticker that says limited edition, it contains a 3-track 12-inch, including some extra tracks, like that little hype sticker says. And this is a British pressing, but they were selling it here in America. They took it over here in a boat or a plane, or somehow it got here. And I found it, and I said, I'm getting this. And so I have it. I know I showed this off in a previous video, so that's it. 2 more items. This is my the ultimate box set for Aqualung. And I'm going to go ahead and this I'll open up. I don't think I showed this off. But here it is. Here's a copy of the picture disc that comes in this box set. It is a picture disc of Aqualung, and here's the B-side. Okay. God, I bought this back in 1996, I think it was. I think that's when it came out. Here's a certificate. Some kind of, I don't know what this is. I guess it's a note from Ian Anderson. That's really what it is, I guess. Can you, I don't know if you can read that. Can you read that? If you want to freeze it. If you want to freeze it. Okay. Jesus Christ. This came with a sealed copy of Aqualung on CD as well, in this neat little package. And you can see I didn't open that. I do have another copy of it, and it's open, but I didn't open this one. And when you open up the bottom of this thing, stupid things done. You get this beautiful book, complete lyrics up to this point in his career. And you get, they didn't have a lot of CD or DVD players yet, so you get this VHS tape, which I have not even cracked. I do have another copy of this. I bought it before I got this box set, and but of course, you know, it's still in here in pristine condition. So just showing you what comes in the box. And now I'm screwed because I can't get it back. There it goes. There. Oh, not working. Don't make me expand. Okay, you fucking. Okay, I swear to God. What a pain in the balls. Here, I'm going to put that away later. I'm not running a freaking camera. And, you know what? I am, there's another Tull album. Where is it? Oh. Yeah. Jump the gun, you guys. Yeah, I forgot about this. Here we go. This is the last, God, I hope I don't die. This is the last studio album that I picked up by, well, actually, it's the next to last that I picked up. First new studio album from Jethro Tull in 2 decades. Limited edition white 3 LP set. I do show this in a previous video. I've opened it up and pulled it out, and you know, it comes with all kinds of cool stuff inside. And this was a pretty interesting album. I like it. The last album that I picked up, and I don't think I showed it ever, is this one. It's not a color vinyl. It's just black vinyl. The colored vinyl ones are now going for a ridiculous amount of money. If I bought one a year ago, probably would have been about 50, 60 bucks. I did not, and I'm not going to pay $120 for this. But I do like having this expanded vinyl set. And since I never did show it before, I don't believe I did anyway. Here's what the record of the black vinyl edition looks like. Those are the labels. The color vinyl is absolutely beautiful. I've seen, but I'm not paying that much money for it. It's just ridiculous. And really, that is what I wanted to show. And here's an insert with the lyrics. Awesome. I do wish I had that color vinyl because it's just so beautiful, but and I guess that's why it's so much money. But I'm just not doing it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. So anyway, that's it. That's everything. I am done here. And put this away. Look, see? It takes forever. My videos are always an hour and 17 minutes long. Anyway, that's it, man. That's everything. 12-inch and 10-inch records. And I'll see you later.